Hey guys, I wanted to do a video on the little turtle I found. I had a fishing license and I found this little turtle when I went to walk my dog, and I wasn't quite sure if she was alive or not, but she seems to be doing really well. Got her to eat. So I just wanted to do a turtle setup. Here's the turtle. She's basking at the moment. We named her Baby Stars. She's got a tail wound, I guess. As you can see, the tank's not that big. She should be able to stay in there for maybe a year. Depends on how fast she grows. Yeah. So I only have about 2 inches of water in there because that's about how tall she is when she stands on her back legs. That's just to prevent drowning, so she's swimming around and can't get to the rock in time to take a breath. She can actually stand up and take a breath. So yeah, there's 2 little fish right here. And they're just little Cory catfish. They're just there to clean the tank. She eventually may end up eating them, but that's okay. We'll just get bigger ones when she gets bigger. There was 2, I haven't seen them lately, but we got 2 little goldfish to put in there. Not really like that big. Because she's allowed to eat fish. Some turtles don't eat fish. It just depends on the turtle. But, yeah. I have all kinds of rocks in there for... Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. And, I got a critter ramp the other day. She hasn't used it yet, but meh, it's there, she needs it. The white thing in there with the blue light, that's a 2.5 gallon filter. That's a 10-gallon tank, so the water that's in there is about 2.5 gallons. You're supposed to have twice as much filtering as water, because turtles are messy eaters. But we thought this would be plenty for her, so that's how we got the little fish to help keep it clean. So this light over here is actually a turtle light. It's a swamp bulb from Petco. I have the box, hold on. It's a swamp basking light. It's a 50 watt. Splash proof. So if you have a turtle, we've had good reviews about these. It's, hold on, heat lamp. That's pretty much all it is. It's the heat lamp. It's good for their vision. It won't hurt their eyes. So, the reason we have 2 lights on there is because that's actually not a UVB light. Turtles have to have UVB for their shell. If they don't, they'll slowly die. So that's what the bigger hood is a 13 watt UVB bulb. They don't need a lot, especially since she's little, but you need to have it. If you don't have it, you need to get one. I have 3 little flower pots in there. You can kind of see one right there. It's got a fake aquatic plant in it. Those were originally to hold up the filter, because the way that filter is it's actually for a round tank, so there's no suction cup or anything like that on it. And the intake for the filter is actually on the bottom, so it can't sit flat, and that's why it's kind of crooked. That tile in there, right there, is to make it crooked. And actually, she likes it a lot. She sits on that tile more than she sits anywhere else. So that's good. These water plants came out of my tadpole tank. All my tadpoles morphed into frogs. Actually, the day I picked her up, which was October 1st, so that worked out well. I let my frogs go and ended up with a baby turtle. So, yeah, she can eat those if she needs to. They like a variety of food. Water plants is in that category. So, I put those in there. And also, she likes to sit in them, and she likes to hide in them. So, that's good. There's one of the goldfish. See, they're not very big. Oh, they're both... Oh, no, that's another koi. Yeah, I got the smallest goldfish we could get, just because she's so little. And, yeah. I had a bunch of gray tree frogs. I had to get rid of them because they were eating way too much. And they never moved or anything. Don't get me wrong, frogs are great pets, but I like an animal that's going to move around a bit. Baby Stars moves around quite a bit, especially when she's in the water. It's fun to watch her eat, but I did keep my toad. So now my toad has the tank all to herself. I'll do another video on that. But my frogs had to go. I think there was just too many of them in there. So, yeah. All these rocks I just had laying around the house. Most of them came from our bearded dragon enclosure, so they were already clean and stuff, because we didn't put them back in there after we cleaned everything out of his cage a couple weeks ago. And the big rock came from outside, around our tree, so there was no, like, pesticides or anything on it. I washed that off and I put it in there, and she really likes it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just woke up. So that's her enclosure. I guess I can show you what she eats. So here's all her food. When I first got her, she didn't eat for about 2 days. But, we looked and she still had a small yolk sac. If you pick up a turtle, or you acquire your turtle from somebody, they actually do have a yolk sac, like a chicken or a snake. But they actually hold on to their sac on the outside of their body until they find water. So once they find water, they totally absorb that sac, and they start eating. So she had about 2 days left on her yolk sac, and that's why she didn't eat a lot. This is her food. We had this already. Actually, I had some older stuff, because last summer I saved 2 turtles off the road, and I kept them for a few days to make sure that they were healthy enough to go back. And so I had some of this, and I used it as cricket food, because I go through a lot of crickets, but we got new, because she wasn't interested in the old stuff, and I'm guessing it was stale or something. I don't know, she just didn't want it. So we went and got this stuff, and she started eating the day after. We went yesterday and found this. I haven't tried these for her yet. But this is what a lot of people feed their turtles. They're tiny little pellets. They're not very big. Let's see if I can't. They're itty bitty pellets. They smell like chemicals. I don't know why. But, it's got a bunch of dead stuff in it, so... like krill and shrimp and stuff, so that should be good for her. There's that. I have these, which is the very first thing I tried to give her. And for a while, she wouldn't take them, but she doesn't know. These are mealworms. Those pupas in there, you see them? There's one kind of in the middle. It's wiggling. That's what she likes more. She likes those a heck of a lot more than she likes the worms. I think it's because they're fatter. They have a lot more fat in them or something. And she devours them. So there's those. And then a lot of people feed their turtles earthworms. I didn't have any at the time, but when I got to Walmart the other day, I got these. I got her some large fishing earthworms. Fishing worms will be fine for her, because she is a wild turtle. So, that should do well. And I'll have to cut these into small pieces since she's so little. But, she should eat them. I hope she does, because I paid for them. If she doesn't, oh well. I mean, I'd rather her have the option of a bunch of different variety than anything. When she gets a little bit bigger, I will try shredded zucchini. A lot of people feed their turtles shredded zucchini for plants, if she doesn't eat the water plants in there. So, yeah, that's my, my turtle setup. She's about 4 weeks old since that yolk is gone. So, thanks for watching. If y'all have any questions, you can find me on Facebook. I'll leave my Facebook name in the description. So, if you have any questions, that'd be the best place to get a hold of me. But, yeah. That's, my turtle setup. Ta-da!